You just click broadcast.
Here we go. Hello. Welcome to our attendees. So wonderful to see you this evening. If you can type in the chat box where you are from, that would be awesome. Where are you tuning in from? I am so excited. Hi, Sarah. Who else is excited? It may be 10 p.m. where I am, but I am going to bring it like it is noon. Hi, Angela. Yes, please share where you are tuning in from on this fabulous Wednesday night. It's Wednesday, right? Too excited. Great to see all of you. Hi, Mary. So glad to see you. So glad. Very exciting. So we're going to get started in 2 minutes. If you don't have your water already, go grab one. I'm going to rock this 30 minutes. It's going to be awesome. So great to see so many of my friends from Power Hour as well. Awesome. And where some of you are, it's like 7 p.m., right? Which is really exciting. I'm glad that you are here with us tonight. And we have Zena helping me behind the scenes. Thank you, Zena. So Zena is here to answer any questions that you might have during the webinar. Oh, I am revved right up. Anybody else revved up? Chico, you have your hand up. Are you revved up too? You can type in the chat box if you're revved right up with me here. Hi, John. Cena's revved up too. Oh my goodness. Oh, hi, Ria. Glad that you're here with Stacy. This is so awesome. Edith. Oh my gosh, Edith. Edith from like Quebec, Edith? Oh, I love that you're all here. So it is 10 p.m. and I am going to get started. I'm going to start my timer because I greatly, greatly value your time this evening. And I'm so honored to be sharing this information with you tonight. My name is Amy Ballantyne. If you don't know me, I am a gold director with USANA, and I've been with this great company for 12 years. And I'd love to get started tonight sharing a little bit of my story. And like others I know in the meeting tonight, I was told to go to school, to get good grades, get a job, to work for 40 years, save, and then retire. This was what was role modeled for me right from the get-go. And, you know, I followed those steps. I went to university. I got a degree in kinesiology. I'm super passionate about health and helping people in that way. And I did some jobs during university, you know, sports management and working with different athletes. I worked in recreation for a time. And then I got this job as an event planner. I'm very, very good and organized, detail oriented when it comes to that kind of thing. And so I was working for this awesome company doing really good things in the world, helping people to like their work more, to love their work more. And the disconnect for me, though, was that I wasn't really loving my work. I wasn't doing what I felt called to do. I wasn't helping people in their health as much. And it was around this time that I got introduced to USANA. And it was this awakening that perhaps I could have a way to live my passion. You know, and it was interesting too, because all the while I was doing this work, I had this vision of having a family. I've always wanted to be a mom. And I had this vision of being a mom, but designing my life the way that I wanted to. and being with these future kids the way that I wanted to, but I couldn't quite figure out how I was going to work all of these hours and be the mom that I wanted to be, the way that I wanted to be. And this was a really big disconnect for me. So when I got introduced to USANA, it was like this light bulb moment that I could design my life and my time the way that I wanted, And then I had this kind of moment, sometimes when you read books, there's things that catch your attention. And there was this moment from this book by Brendan Burchard that was asking me, I could keep creating someone else's dream, or I could work on creating my own. And this was a big shift for me, and I also mentioned how passionate I was about health. The other thing was connecting the dots for me. In all of this time, I've been doing a lot of reflection and internal awareness. And I've come to realize that the reason my whole life, and I mean like truly my whole life, I can remember as a little girl thinking, I want to grow up to be a healthy old person. I want to be a rockin' great granny who is bowling with her great grandkids. Like, this is the vision I've been holding on to for my whole life. But it took me a long time to connect with why that would be. And I came to the realization that the reason I hold that is because my mom actually lost both of her parents before she was 10. And this deeply impacted me so much that I created this vision for the life that I wanted to be healthy enough, long enough to know these people. And this is my story. This is my story, my friends, that I deeply believe that the decisions, the behaviors, the habits, the things that we do right now impact us long term, and that for our health long term. And so I'm excited today to share with you this holistic approach to pairing optimal health with the opportunity to earn some income. Some of you may be part of the 40% of people who right now are looking for a way to bring in additional income to their home, and all of us, regardless of what generation we are facing these same three challenges. Challenge with money, health, and time. We are all challenged by these same three things. And I'm going to go into them in a bit of detail tonight to help paint a picture of what your story could look like with USANA. The world economy is changing. I would love it if you would type in the chat box right now the word yes if you purchased something online between March and today. If you've purchased one thing or more online in that period of time. I want to prove a little bit of a point here. Amazon loves me. I love it. Honestly, this is the question. Have you noticed how much the world economy is changing? And my question to you to consider, and to keep an open mind tonight as I'm sharing you this information, if you are purchasing online, like you can see in the chat, many, many people are you earning online? Have you considered a way to earn online? And are you open to taking a look at that tonight with us? Because there are some things that are shifting in our economy. These industry disruptors have shifted our economy before what we just went through for the last 7 months, right? No one would have believed a year ago that we would be in this place now. But these companies already were paving the way for a new economy. How many of you, type in the chat, remember when you were little, very much excitement for that Sears catalog coming in the mail around this time of year, getting ready for Christmas? Am I alone, or anybody else? Anyone else who remembers that catalog? It was a big part of our life growing up, is shopping from Sears, right? And I want to ask you, where is Sears today? Gone. The economy is shifting. Anyone else remember Blockbuster? I can't be the only one who remembers Blockbuster, right? Gone. But the companies that are rocking are the ones that are shifting the way they are getting these products to the marketplace, the direct to consumer approach. Amazon is rocking it, right? So it's looking at this traditional versus online business. Now, how do everyday people make money in today's world? Here are just a few things. You could start your own business, but I want you to consider what that might mean in today's economy. In yesterday, 7 months from now's economy, it was still filled with risk. And the traditional business had quite a bit of overhead. If you're opening a restaurant or you're starting a particular clothing store with a storefront, there's risk, there's overhead, there's social media, there's marketing, there's payroll and workers' compensation, and all of the things that go into starting your own traditional business. But there's other ways we've seen now. These disruptors have shown us that we can earn money online in a different way. We can earn money in a different way. Another side hustle that we know of is Uber, right? But there are some things that go along with Uber even. You have to have your own car. You have to pay for insurance and gas, and you have to trade your time. I'm going to get into time a little bit more, but we have to trade our time driving people around. And it's big chunks of time to earn that money. Airbnb, this is a new disruptor as well. But number one, you have to have a place in your house. We don't have a spot in our house that we could convert. But if you did, you'd have to invest your money, all that money, to renovate that space. And then you better hope that there's not another lockdown, because you can't rent it out in that time anyways, right? So there are these new disruptors, but even those have been disrupted a little bit, right? Now, social media influencer. Now, some of you may be like rolling your eyes at me saying, I'm not even that really on social media. So some people are huge in it, some people aren't. The point I really want to make about social media, my friends, is that we are all influencers, whether you're on social media or not. Every single day, I am trying to influence my 6-year-old. But I'm also influencing those people who see me walk into the grocery store wearing a particular brand of clothing. We are all influencers in every single moment of every single day with interactions with other humans. Now, I want to move into the next challenge that we're going to talk about tonight, and that's time. I've already alluded to this a little bit, trading that time that we have. And time is so precious, right? We only have 24 hours in the day. We can't get that time back, right? We can't get our time back. So how can we use our time more effectively? And if you're thinking, you're one of those 40% who wants to bring in some income, perhaps you've been hit really hard in the last 7 months, and you do want to figure out a way to bring in more income, but there's only so many hours in the day, right? 8 hours working, 8 hours sleeping, hopefully, because we got to keep ourselves healthy and our immune system up. You've got some time with family, you've got some time with friends, you're working out, watching TV, all of these things. And I want to challenge you, if you're somebody who's really considering that option of bringing some additional cash into your life, and you want to really think about how to do that in an effective way, is there a way for you to shift just a few of those hours over to start, a few of those hours over, maybe a few less Netflix episodes, to really working with people who are super passionate about helping others to grow? That's an interesting part about this, is that we can, as I shared, be the solo person, the individual responsible for our own income. We can work 50 hours per week for 50 weeks per year, get those 2,500 hours, times that by 40 years and get the 100,000 hours. And you can add on a side income if you choose, or on its own, but you could work together in collaboration. So this world of competition or the world of collaboration. And that's what I love about this experience, is being surrounded by people who genuinely want to lift each other up, who want to see each other be healthier so we can live longer, so we can make those memories with our families. We work together with a team of people, and together we earn on those hours, not just our own hours. And this is where teamwork really gets exciting. In terms of our third challenge that we all face, I'm talking about health here. And I believe now more than ever, more and more people are considering their health. And if you were looking to get into business in the 1900s, the trend you'd want to capitalize on was the automobile industry. In the 80s, the computer industry. But today, my friends, the trend to capitalize on $11.9 trillion and growing is wellness. I think we could even add to this slide and add in the trend of online business. We have the opportunity right now to harness this amazing ability to connect with each other online and share what's going on in our lives. Health and wellness is mainstream. I'm sure you've noticed other people wearing the latest health wear, new companies every day coming out, juicing, different types of blenders, talking about good, healthy fats to cook with. Health and wellness is mainstream. And truly what's happened, I think, has brought it to the forefront of our minds. You know, I actually believe that these stats might have changed because of what's happened in the last 7 months. Sure, there may be some more people who have perhaps been a bit more sedentary because they don't have to travel to work like they used to. But I deeply believe that their mind is now even more open to taking their health seriously, to doing something, to considering healthy lifestyle changes. And that's part of what I love about USANA is that, yes, we talk about supplements, but we are about a holistic approach. We are about helping the whole person, helping them to create those healthy habits all the way around. So I am super pumped to share with you about USANA and how we were not founded on marketing. We were founded on science. This brilliant man here, Dr. Myron Wentz, a double PhD in microbiology and immunology, has a deep, deep passion for cells. Yes, cells in your body, cellular health and nutrition. He has a deep passion for this. And he has a dream of a world free from pain and suffering, a world free from disease. This, my friends, is the vision that I am so excited to share with people because I want to live a long and healthy life. And I feel like I'm sure some of you who are on this call with me agree that your health matters. Who do you want to live a long, healthy life for? Dr. Wentz has been living and breathing the human cell since the 70s. I actually remember my first convention with him. He was standing up and speaking about vitamin D, okay? True scientist. I think he went on for an hour about vitamin D, and this was years ago. And if you take nothing else from this presentation, vitamin D is critical for our immune system. And I still remember this deep passion that he was sharing for how important it was that we just consider vitamin D. Now, he founded Go Laboratories in the early 70s, and he was working with infectious diseases back then. If you ever knew anyone with Epstein-Barr, otherwise known as mono, it may have been his test kit that they were tested with in the hospital. Such a brilliant man. In the early 90s, though, he lost his mom to breast cancer. He lost his dad to heart disease. And let me ask you a question. How many of you know someone who's experiencing burnout? Type in the chat if you know someone who is experiencing burnout. Dr. Wentz is human like all of us, and he too experienced burnout. And this was the catalyst. This was the catalyst for him shifting his passion for understanding the cells and nourishing the cells. He shifted and sold Go Laboratories and created USANA, which stands for True Health, to be a part of the world of prevention. He doesn't want to see anyone else suffering with degenerative diseases, right? A world free from pain and suffering. And so this is what fueled his passion. He then went on to create the Sonaviv Medical Institute, an amazing holistic facility. If you're healthy or if you have high-level challenges, they surround the person with a whole functional medicine team, a team of people to help support that body, to support that human. He was awarded the Albert Einstein Award for outstanding achievement in life sciences. This man is so brilliant, and he was recognized for his amazing work. Publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange, this company. So all of the books are open. You can see the information about how this company is doing. It is all out in the public for you to see. No debt, truly a company that has been led with quality leadership right from the start. But I have to tell you, I am proud to say I'm a USANA Foundation ambassador. And I had the privilege of traveling to Mexico in 2019 to serve as part of the USANA Foundation. And I feel like my life has forever been changed. And one of the reasons was because I got to see firsthand the real impact that these nutritionals are making around the world. So we got to go to this orphanage, and we went around to different parts of the community to help out. And one of the days we were visiting a daycare center where the USANA Foundation provides all the meals and the supplements for these children. And the woman who runs that facility was very excited for us to be there because we were the first group of USANA associates to visit since it opened. It opened in November. We were visiting in May. And she shared with us that these little children that were there, when they first came in, their faces were all sunken, and she could tell that they were undernourished. But she was so excited to share with us the difference that she had seen in their little bodies from the healthy meals and the USANA donation, the USANA kids vitamins that they were giving these children every day. These children whose parents go to work every single day picking strawberries in the fields. We are truly changing lives. And she said something to me that will stay with me for the rest of my life. And that was, she was so excited to feed us lunch because she had the opportunity to nourish the people who nourish these children. And so this is so much more. This company is so much more, my friends. 28 years in business, publicly traded, FDA registered facility, $1 billion+ in sales, 24 markets. The accolades can go on. The information can go on. And I invite you to talk to the person who invited you here today about any of these things you want more detail on. As a family, my husband coaches a lot of baseball. My son plays rep hockey and rep ball. My daughter plays rep softball. My youngest daughter does gymnastics. We are very into sports, and something that really caught my attention is that athletes who are very strict with what they put in their body, 3,000 professional and Olympic athletes plus, more than 3,000, are trusting their body and their health to these products, which is so incredible. And we have $1 million guarantee to these athletes that states they will not test for a banned substance, which just gives that an extra level of assurance that these products are so high quality. It's the reason that I love sharing them. There are so many scientific reasons why these products are exceptional. The quality raw ingredients, 60 scientists on staff working on the formulations to ensure that these high quality products are working in synergy together. They're bioavailable in the cells. They're made to pharmaceutical grade levels, which means that they have to dissolve in 20 minutes so they can actually be absorbed into the cell. USANA Intelligence technology, this scientific research that is sharing how these phytonutrients in our products unlock the cell's natural ability to protect themselves. It's so incredible. I could talk about this all day long, but it's late. So See all those logos on the bottom? These are the partnerships with the universities. USANA wants to move the science of health forward. They are so passionate about this. My friends, if you are here tonight because you want to take your health to the next level, my goodness, we have support for so many different aspects in the body. We always encourage starting with the multivitamin, the health pack, or the Cellsentials first to fill the gaps, and then consider one of the optimizers to really support the specific needs that you have, the personalized approach to you. So if you have gut challenges, or you want to support heart health, you want to support your kids' health, or perhaps it's immunity, we have support. And I want to share the integrity of this company. I really learned about 6 or 7 years ago when they pulled the digestive enzymes, which are awesome, by the way, off the market because the quality of the raw ingredient, the spirulina that came in, was not to their high quality standard. And they would rather lose money than put a lesser quality product on the shelves. And my friends, this is the kind of integrity I am so, so grateful to be aligned with. Every single day, my husband and I have a shake for breakfast, a full meal replacement shake, carbs, fats, fiber, protein. He told me about 9 years or so ago on New Year's that his New Year's resolution was to have a shake every day. Well, he is very committed to that. We also have things like the 5-day reset cleanse, amazing, a healthy energy drink. And my friends, our skin is our largest organ. What we put on, it matters. And every chemical that we put in, our poor liver has to detoxify. So putting on products that actually work, just by the way, I'm 75, just kidding. I'm not 75, but these products are awesome. They are so clean and amazing. I love talking about this because I think this sets us apart as well in this industry. Very few supplement companies are listed in the Compendium of Pharmaceuticals and Specialties in Canada. This is the book that allows us to ensure that there's no contraindications with our products and with a medication someone may be on. And this is really critical. I want to challenge you to consider, what could USANA do for you? What is the story you want to write, my friends? Is it that you are interested in becoming a customer? We have an amazing customer program that you get the link from the person who invited you and you save 10% right away off the retail price. You also have an opportunity to refer a friend who might want to try these products as well. And you actually earn 10% in credits back to you. So you can get some of your products for free. Isn't that awesome? Also, you could decide to become an associate. And my friends, I would encourage you to consider this if you are one of the 40% of people who really want to bring that extra income into your life, but want to do it in an aligned way, staying in alignment with your values of family and health. If that's important to you, this is an incredible company to partner with. And we want to partner with people who want to be healthy, become a product of the products. We will show you how to build a customer base, and you actually earn 10% from any of these purchases made from your new customer right away that week. So you can start earning right away. We will teach you how to use your leadership and your teamwork and all of the knowledge and skills you already have to inspire others to surround you so you can work as a team together. And we get paid weekly. So you don't have to wait until the end of the month. And there are multiple ways to earn. There are so many resources and support. Remember at the beginning when I was talking about starting a traditional business? We don't have those headaches. I can be with my kids and be with my family the way that I want because I simply focus on sharing the products. But USANA delivers them. They take the payment. They deal with the customer service. They do all of the back end work. They pay the other associates. And they have these really cool apps. So if the person invited you sends you a link, you can simply click it. You could simply send a link and the person on the other end can click it and buy, and it ships right to them. There's handy info webinars like you're on right now. So you don't have to be the person sharing all this information. I love, it may be almost 10:30 at night for me, but I love sharing. This is where we get to work as a team. You may be good at something different, and we can all work together using our skills to help more people be healthy and create that income so they can really live the life that they want. community of like-minded people. I think this is one of the biggest things, my friends. We are in a time where we are feeling a bit disconnected, maybe, right? From the last 7 months of what we've been going through. This community of people are a group who truly wants to lift each other up, who wants to support one another, who want to help every single person that we come into contact with to be more energized and to feel vibrant and to be in connection with their passion and purpose. It's about collaboration and teamwork. And I invite you to take a look at the different ways that you could get started with this, to have a conversation with the person who invited you today. Ask your questions, get them answered. A great place if you want more information about the products is Ask the Scientists. But I want to challenge you. What is the story? What is the story for you that you want to write? Who do you want to be healthy for? How could your life be different? And let me welcome you to join the healthiest family on earth. Thank you so much for joining me tonight on this webinar. It was an honor and privilege to be with you. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and please, please reach out to the person who invited you to this. Bye for now, my friends.